can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the December, or first I need roll call, I guess. Do I need to roll call? Who's here? Cheryl, Ann, Kelly Lentz, Mimi Pitt, Michael Jackson, Chris Labrie. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Um, so could I get a motion to approve the minutes of the December 12th meeting?
So moved.
And second,
Second.
Chris Labrie. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous from all those present. Motion carries. Review and approval of the new pension benefits for terminating and retiring members.
Okay, the first one is a Dolores Haddad. She's a Board of Ed employee. Her termination date was 10/30 of 98. Her normal retirement date was 12/1 of 2015. She only had 1.08 years of service. Final salary was $29,000, and her return of contributions will be $2,374.77. The next one is Eileen Lucier, Board of Ed. Her termination date was 6/25/97. Her normal retirement commencement date would have been 1/1/2015. She had 0.75 years of service. Her final salary was $23,726.28. She is only eligible for a return of contributions, which is $1,227.18. The next one is Rosemary Ostendorf, Board of Ed. Her termination date was 8/31 of 2004. Her normal retirement commencement date is 2/1 of 2023. She had 2.8 years of service. Her final salary was $18,450.40, and her monthly life annuity will be $55.37, and there'll be a one-time catch-up of $388.86. The last one is Theodore Phillips, which we talked about at the last meeting. His termination date is 10/2 of 23. Normal retirement date would have been 7/1 of 22. He had 29 years of service. His final salary was $65,217, and his monthly life annuity will be $3,032.56. Any questions on any of those?
Yeah, Theodore, that was the employee last month that we needed to follow up with and make sure he understood.
Correct.
What his
And
options
so
were?
he does understand, and he is going to be collecting the monthly life annuity.
Okay.
Can you, just because I'm new to this board, can you tell me how long an employee must have active service before they're eligible to actually get the pension benefit versus a one-time payment?
So once somebody starts, right now it's 5 years. Back when, let's look at Rosemary Ostendorf was with the town, we were paying individuals benefits through the pension fund, which made individuals not have to vest. So they were eligible immediately. That stopped.
Okay.
And so individuals now have to have 5 years, and depending on their contract, they either have to have anywhere between 20 and 30 years of service.
And what year did that start, the 5 year?
When the pension first opened, it started. Then there was a year, and I can get it for you, it was about 8 years where we were taking monies from the pension fund to pay for benefits.
Okay.
And by IRS law, once you do that, there was no vesting period. We stopped that, and the vesting period started again.
Okay. And then thank you. And the only other question I had is, what you mentioned a catch-up number, and I don't understand what that is.
On the catch-up one, if this individual, her retirement date was 2/1 of 23, she did not contact us until most recently. So there's a retroactive payment to her.
Okay, because she wasn't collecting benefits as early as she needed to. Okay.
Correct. And the pension board sets an interest rate every year. And so that's how you determine what that amount will be.
Okay,
And so
thank you.
Cheryl, if an employee then doesn't meet the 5 years, they get their contributions back.
Correct. Not just the 5 years, but even if they have 10 years, but they're not eligible to retire, they either have to wait until they're eligible or they can take their return of contributions.
All right, got it. Thanks.
Okay. Now I get my phone back. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's just a report. Are there
We
any?
need an approval on those.
Oh, okay. It just says report on the agenda.
Sorry.
Okay, so could I get a motion to approve the pension payouts that were just listed by
I'll make a
Cheryl?
motion.
Thank you, Michael. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Anne, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous. Thank you. Okay, moving on to review and approval of plan expenses.
First, I have the new and deceased members. Sorry, which we don't need to approve. These are just the new members and the deceased members in the plan. The first is Mark Telereco. He will be a custodian with the Board of Ed. He started on 11/13 of 2023. Elizabeth Gilhooly, she's an administrative assistant with the Board of Ed. She has been rehired, and her new rehire date was 12/12 of 2022. Mark Hanna, custodian. He started 11/6 of 2023. Sorry, not 2022, 2023. Dora Valdez started with the Board of Ed November of 2022. Lauren Halpin started as administrative assistant at the Board of Ed 11/13 of 2023. Pasha Rapka, custodian, started 11/4 of 2023, and Kylie Martine started at the Board of Ed on 12/19 of 2022. And deceased members, we had talked about last time, Dennis Lombard, his date of death was 11/15/2023. His spouse will be collecting a spousal benefit of $1,988.17. And Teresa Fredericks, date of death was 12/4 of 23. There is a spouse, and so probably next month we will have what that spousal amount will be.
Okay. All right. So we don't need an approval of this. So moving on to review and approval of plan expenses.
And so we only had one bill from Reed and Reed, and this was regarding a Board of Ed returning employee. So there was a service question, and the cost on that was $756.
Okay. So we need a motion to approve that expense or no?
No, you can approve anything under 5,000.
Okay. All right. So since we don't have anything over 5,000, we'll move on. Any questions though? Does anybody have any questions? Okay. All right. And then finally, report on market value of the plan.
It is $163,512,402. So we have gone up quite a bit. I believe, Mimi, the last one we were at 158, 159. So
we've gone up a lot.
We're moving
The joys
in the
of
right
a 24% year-over-year stock market increase. It's always amazing how that works.
Exactly.
I'll be more interested next year.
Yeah.
Do we ever do a discussion of versus liabilities, like the sort of how that compares to our liabilities on the pension, or no?
Yes, we usually do that every 6 months, so I can plan to have that for next month if you would like.
That would be great. That would
Okay.
be great. Okay. And is there anything else? Otherwise, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Anne. Do I have a second? Chris? All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Aye. All right.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Be safe.
Stay safe. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.